I think they are too.
Yeah. They had told me this morning they were expecting 300 to 400 people when I came up here to vote.
Thank you all for coming out to our new code meeting. You are here for the new code, right? Oh, Capitol Boulevard. You know, we had 2 meetings this week on the zoning code, and we would really appreciate it if a crowd this large could come out. But that's another story for another time. But this is Capitol Boulevard. Well, before I get started, first let me acknowledge that we have at least 2 elected officials here. I know Dr. West is here. We have Russ Stevenson. Any other elected officials out there in the room? Well, let me just first say, I am overwhelmed by the showing here tonight. Before we get started, I want to thank Bobby Murray Chevrolet for opening up this facility for us to have this meeting. This looks a lot of tables, a lot of chairs, so please let's give them a round of applause for opening up this venue. And please don't forget, there is a spring event. I'm told every car is on sale. So if you parked really far away, look at some of the nice cars on the way back, or trucks. I'm sure they're going to stick around and are willing to make a deal before you leave today. Now let's get into this meeting. As you can see in this room, this project is really, really exciting. It gets everybody juices flowing. This is not the first time Capitol Boulevard had been looked at many, many times in the past. But as you know, we adopted a comprehensive plan back in 2009. We want to thank the council for unanimously adopting that plan. But that was the general plan. That was the blueprint. And now it's time to do specific plans as we look at neighborhoods and corridors. And I can tell you throughout the comprehensive plan process, in almost every meeting, the #1 area people said, please fix, was Capitol Boulevard. And so I think your showing here tonight highlights that point. And yes, people say, why did you stop at the Beltline? You should keep going straight north. We'll talk about that in the future. But there's no question that Capitol Boulevard connecting downtown to Midtown really represents one of the incredible opportunities and visioning for a city that, as you heard, we now just surpassed 400,000 people, and now we're the 45th largest city. Now, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and I think the reason why people are so surprised is that both the council and everyone involved make sure that as we grow, it's a quality city, and so you just don't feel that there are 400,000 people here. So I'm not going to go on much further. I'm going to introduce Ken, but I do want to acknowledge, which I hope Ken acknowledges, we do have an intern from Paris, and I'm sure they do a lot of work on boulevards, such as Champs-Élysées and other places. So you'll probably hear a little bit more about Oriane if you just stand up for a second. She's going to be with us for a few more weeks, but did a lot of work on the research and the graphics, so please give her a round of applause. And I thank you, and now I'm going to turn it over to Ken to go over the presentation and talk about some of the logistics. Thank you.